Hey, welcome back. I don't know what day it is. The December 28th, I think, possibly. It's a Thursday, whatever day that is. It's morning, Thursday. Few days left of 2023, and as a New Year's resolution, I want to get this house clean and, well, maybe not clean, but organized. So I'm starting that with a major push this morning, and you can come along if you want, and who knows what I'll discover while I clean up. So that's just what I'm doing. So we begin. One thing I want to do is get a bunch of these Halloween costumes all together in some kind of display. Sometimes it's good to have a bunch of stuff of the same type all together, and then it looks kind of impressive. Trying to organize as best I can without having bookshelves. Here's a 1965 Zenith stereo console. Oh, this record was a present from Kevin Johnson of Gotham City Comics a while back. William Shatner singing The Cramps. So, let's see. What shall I do first? I've got to get some old catalogs from down here and bring them up. You'll see what I'm doing. I guess I should turn some lights on while I do this so we can see. Okay.
We are in the middle of a crude and ugly communist revolution funded by the big banks as a battering ram.
So,
Digital economy.
what are you guys doing for New Year's?
All branches of government are attacking we the people, and they offer us only one
Oh, okay.
a meaningless vote in a rigged election.
It'd be a lot easier to do all this without holding the phone in my hand recording, but I'm always up for a challenge. Okay. First thing I got to do is move these calendars. I'll set them over here for a moment.
It always has been a mass awakening. So download the video. Let the world unite for truth, justice.
Oh, okay. There they are. What is this? Oh, these are some children's books. Beth's Happy Day, The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse, and TV 1970, all the hit shows of 1970. You've got Glenn Campbell, Bill Cosby, you've got Peggy Lipton, Clarence Williams III, Artie Johnson, Leslie Uggams. Yeah, so, fantastic, huh? Let's put these over here in the library. Been on a Brady Kids kick. There's a cartoon, the Brady Bunch was in its 4th season, and Filmation started in the 72-73 season, Saturday morning cartoon season. A Brady Bunch cartoon had all the voices of the kids, but the adults and the maid were not included in the cartoon. And so that's a cool cartoon. It's done by Filmation, and they just basically traced over footage that they had already animated of the Archies and did a Brady Bunch show. So when the Brady kids are performing at the end of the show, it's right exact movements of the Archies. But I always liked the Brady Bunch's music, believe it or not, because Maureen McCormick, I think, had a beautiful voice, and and Barry Williams, it just sounds great. I think it's great. So they have a magical bird that does magic and stuff on the show, and then they have two pandas that I think were added because during that time period Nixon went to China, and I think the Chinese government gave some pandas as a gift to the US, and so I think everybody was on a panda kick because they were so cute, and that's my memory, and that's probably why these two pandas were added to the cast. But it's interesting, there was a second season in 73, but it only had 5 episodes because they needed to have 22 episodes, so they needed 5 more in order. That's the minimum number of episodes you can have for a series to be in syndication. So, but the cool thing about it that's interesting for, comic book people, like apparently you are and we are, what is this? Some other children's book. Oh, it's Heidi. Filmation did DC superheroes in the 60s. They had a Superman cartoon, and they did a Batman cartoon, and then they also had Aquaman. They did, this is a card I just found from the Munster Mansion in Waxahachie. This woman was married to an architect, and she was a big Munsters fan. She says, "Husband, dear, build me the Munster Mansion." And so they live in the Munster Mansion, and every Halloween they would open it up to the public. Anyway, back to the Brady kids. Filmation was doing they also did a Teen Titans cartoon, The Flash, just little, not many, Green Lantern. But anyway, I guess Filmation had the rights to DC. And I assume they were about to lose the rights because in this Brady Kids was 72 to 73 season. And in 73, 74, Hanna-Barbera started with the Super Friends. So apparently Hanna-Barbera got the rights to do DC superheroes. But in their last gasp of Filmation holding on to DC, in the Brady Kids in 72, they did an episode with Superman, and he's right out of the 1965 Filmation cartoon. And they did a Wonder Woman, one with Wonder Woman, the Brady Kids. And it's really interesting because she looks like the classic Wonder Woman, and it's really the first time Wonder Woman was ever really put on film, because it predates the Kathy Lee Crosby Wonder Woman movie by maybe a year, and it predates the Linda Carter series by about 3 years. And I know that there was a little, like 3-4 minute pilot for a Wonder Woman series done in 1967 by William Dozier, the Batman producer, but it would have been really a piece of garbage. It wasn't really done seriously at all. I mean, Batman was done far more seriously than what they were intending to do with Wonder Woman. It was this ugly girl that puts on a suit and fantasizes that she's beautiful and becomes Wonder Woman, and it's just all done with really dumb humor. But I think it was Linda Harrison playing Wonder Woman who would play Nova in Planet of the Apes. So I got these catalogs. I used to have them on a bookshelf. I'm out of breath. But I don't have that bookshelf anymore, so I'm putting them in a magazine box. And then we'll go through them in a later episode. Here's the 1969 Sears winter catalog. These catalogs are a lot of fun. Sometimes you'll find them at thrift store. Well, you wouldn't find them at a thrift store, like flea market kind of thing. Here's Spring through Summer 1967 Sears catalog. Here's a more modern one, although I don't think they make these anymore. Modern to me, it's Holiday 1998. To me, that's far too recent. I don't take the 1990s seriously. sometimes they won't be in very good shape. I mean, people kept them in their attics, in their garage. You know, people. That's not even the front cover, or is it? Yeah, I guess it is. I thought maybe they'd torn off the front page, but this is from 1954. Anyway, this is Wonder Woman Brady Kids episode. All of these, they're out on DVD, but you can see them on YouTube. So I'm on a Brady Bunch music kick and cartoon kick. This is Alden, Spring and Summer, 1965. What is that, man? I found a check. No, what is this? This was in one of the catalogs. It's got a phone number on the back. It's apparently someone deposited $7 or $8 into Compass Bank, which was probably their entire paycheck for the month, I'm betting. Yeah, I'm not up here cleaning much, and so this is going to be... And then I'm going to do another episode later in the day where I continue to clean. And this is all going to change. So I've got to figure out a place to put this Spook Show poster. Things keep getting moved around. Would be a good place to put it. Let's take it downstairs and get more catalogs. Yeah, I'm going to make a dent in this mess today. I also need to clean the cat hair off the stairs here that's accumulated in the... Got a vacuum cleaner for that. Or maybe I could get Hunter Biden over here to snort it up. He's a human vacuum cleaner. Here's silence down here. Did Rumble shut off? Oh, no. There's just problems sometimes with the feed. I'm watching the InfoWars live stream here. Is it 11 yet? It'll be 11 in 5 minutes, and then Alex Jones will start. 10:55. All right, let's get some more catalogs. I have the catalogs, just I've got all this stuff piled up underneath these pinball machines, and I need to get it somewhere. Okay, here's a J.C. Penney catalog from 1999. That's not a very good year. This looks better. Oh, this is a thick one. Sears, Fall and Winter 1965. Now that's going to be good. And let me show you why I don't take the 1990s seriously. Here's J.C. Penney's 1967, and here's 1999. Everything's more wonderful, from the logo, from that to this, the way the women look, from that to this, everything is superior. The further in time you go back, things become better. And here is the Montgomery Ward. Oh, is that beautiful? 1953. All right. Let's carry these up. Oh, man. Where can I put all the Halloween costumes together? I've got to think about this. Okay. think this is going to fill this magazine box. Okay, and I bet that's going to be an incredibly heavy box to lift. Okay. I hear an insane laugh. I think that might have been my wife laughing upstairs. At first I thought it was Tucker Carlson downstairs. But my wife, I think, is talking to someone on the phone upstairs and must have been very amused. I've never heard her laugh quite that way. Okay. Okay, I think I see what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this Fort Cheyenne here that you can't even see. Taco Casa is a terrible restaurant from back in the old country. But I saved the cup just because I like the cup because I'm insane. But yeah, that place would make you horribly sick a lot of times. Okay. Fort Cheyenne, you're coming with me. Put you over here. So put Planet of the Apes here. Move Wonder Woman. That's a lot like she looks in the Brady Kids cartoon. Oh, scheisse. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. We're going to put these Halloween costumes on top of the Bronze Age comics. After Comics put up a new video this morning. That's really cool. He's collecting those 3-pack comic book 3-packs, which I didn't think that it was even possible that any of those could still exist that hadn't been opened up by kids. But yeah, you got to watch his show. There's just no way to explain how great it is. Okay, so now I've got some Halloween costumes lined up. What's that just fell? Okay. This is a precious one of my army of stuffed animals from when I was a kid. This one is too. He's lost an eye. I had to replace an eye with a kind of a googly eye. See there? He was one of the army of, so that's why he's in this position. It's like Toy Story, you know. He had the trio of the toys, that the stuffed animals, whatever, that were the leaders of all the toys. I kind of had that myself. Okay. Oh, with this teddy bear that was handed down from my older brother, that was one of them. Okay. I'm also been doing some comic organizing. because I got frustrated because I couldn't find the Iron Man box. That was because it was mislabeled. So I started numbering these boxes last night while I was on the 4-color fossils. While people were showing their comics, I was doing this. Um, 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 where I put this? This box is my Classics Illustrated and my Dennis the Menace. I got this box out because Graphic Man sent me a text saying he was going to show some Dennis the Menace comics last night, so I thought, well, I'll show some myself. Like Dennis the Menace Goes to Camp. Dennis the Menace in Washington, D.C. I wish he was the president right now instead of Biden. Here's issue number 23. Anyway, you didn't come here to see Dennis the Menace comics. Let's move this over here. Dang it. Okay, these are Gold Key. Okay, heck with it. I'm just putting them back up. I was going to organize them and number them, but I'm getting frustrated, so I'm just going to put them back up. At least I discovered some of the problems that were causing me to not find things. This is World's Finest X-Men. These are all the Silver Age comics. I still can't find my creepy magazines. Wait. What? Gold Key, Silver Age, Silver Age. I put the wrong lid on something, man. What was that? Oh, that's Superman. Whoa! Whoa! Strange Adventures. What? See, this says Star Spangled War Stories. That needs to be strange. Where's the pen? That's how these things happen. Suspense. Oh boy, my back. This is not going to be not going to be a good outcome of this. Man, this is backwards. Okay. Aquaman to Avengers. Oh, I moved that box out here. Yeah, I put the wrong lid that says Adventure to Amazing Spider-Man. And it should have this Classics Illustrated to Dennis the Menace. That would have created a major problem at some point in the future. So, is this Adventure? Yes. Woo. This is Inferior 5 to Justice League. Oh, well, I'll show you a few comics since that's probably why you're here. This is Daredevil to Fantastic Four. What is the oldest Daredevil that I have? Man, I'm a lightweight comic collector. I really am. I mean, I just always, whatever I could find, whatever I could afford. And the oldest Daredevil I have is number 25. I know you guys all have Daredevil number 1. Daredevil was always an easy comic to collect because it's 27. Because there wasn't much demand for it. There's Daredevil 35. But I did my best, you know. I don't have a world-class collection, but don't have every comic ever put out. So apparently CGC issued a big statement this morning that they're aware there's been one guy that doing fraud, and that it's probably affected a few hundred of their slabbed comics. That's been the big scandal among the comic book community, of which I am not a member of. I am not a member of a community of people that slab their comics. I mean, comics to me are for reading. I bet you've heard that before, you know, so I'm one of those snobs that collects raw comics, but you know, whatever. Hold on. Well, Kevin from Gotham City Comics. If you're watching this episode, there was a cool person that called you up and put $20 down for my hold stack. So and that was a great Christmas present, and I guess I might. I'll talk to my wife. I could probably come up with $20 to $40 tomorrow, where I could call you and then add that 40 to the 20 and get maybe $60 worth of stuff tomorrow. I'm hoping we can do that, but anyway. So that's my plan right now. And man, you know, if any, I'm not, this sounds terrible, but if any of you enjoy this channel, and I've entertained you at any point over the last however many years. If you want to call up Gotham City Comics and say, hey, here, $10, put it on Gratu's hold pile, that would be wonderful. And of course, I would mention you and probably devote an entire episode or two to you. And whatever you want to see, you know, I would cater to you as far as all that goes. So that would be terrific, you know. So yes, I'll take charity. That would be great. I might even name a room after you here in the Gratu Orloff, Hotel Orloff mansion. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, I see. This is labeled Batman to Captain Savage. This is ACG Comics to EC Comics, and there's only a few real EC Comics in there. Most of them are the EC reprints from the early 70s or from the 90s. Okay. Marvel's Collector's Item Classics to Metal Men. What is this box, man? Oh, Gold Key Comics #1. Let's look at some of those. There's the pen I was looking for. Beneath the Planet of the Apes. No, it doesn't have the protest poster. Neither does this copy. That's really where Planet of the Apes started in comic books. Here's the Blue Phantom. I mixed Dell and Gold Key together. Here's my earliest Boris Karloff from September of '65. What is that? Oh, an I wonder if one of these Choo Choo Charlie. It was the first comic book I ever owned. Not this copy. That copy, I don't know what happened to it, but so this would have been December of '69. So that's when it all started, when I was 4. I remember that comic because I was really into trains, and then Here's another copy that's really in better shape that I got from Duncanville. I'm looking for stuff that isn't sleeved because I have all these boards and bags from Charlton 66, and I think they're more Bronze Age bags, because they don't fit Golden Age, and well, that was a Golden Age bag. I just put that in. Where did I put the... There was a whole bunch. Oh, here they are. I've got these Jimmy Olsen comics were on top of the bags and boards. This is a not very good shape copy of Dagar, the Invincible, but some nice stuff. Will it fit is the question. Yes, and it's fitting. Might be a little tight. It's all right. Dagar. Oh, I could sleeve some of these here. What are those? This Flash Gordon Gold Key from September of '79. So this was put out because the Flash Gordon movie was on its way. Ooh, that's lovely art. So this is, it's got to be Al Williamson because he does a great, yeah, it's great stuff. Yeah, it looks like right out of Alex Raymond's Sunday pages. Okay, so that is September of '79, and then, oh, this is May of '79, so this is even earlier. Sea Monkey's ad. Did anyone ever own these ridiculous toys? I've never seen anyone have them in real life. Flippets. Yeah. Artwork is consistently fantastic in these gold key. Oh, here's another copy of that one that I just showed you. Wow. Wow, man. The only problem is it's from 1979. It's not old enough, but you know, so once comics started putting the UPC codes on them, they became far less attractive. Okay. Oh, what a great cover we've got here. This is from January of 1980. Look at that. When is that George Wilson book coming out? George Wilson being the great painter of many of these covers. Yeah, beautiful. This page looks a little wonky, like maybe someone else did this page. That must have been when Klaus Schwab filled in to pencil a few pages. Okay. I mean, you can open up and look at the indicia to see exactly what number this is. I don't know what number it is offhand, but you can organize them if you don't want to go through that trouble, or you can't see the indicia very well anymore without your magnifying glass. You look at the number right here, it says 001, so I know that's 1980 January. That's just how it works. So if it said 507, I would know that's September. Well, what 7 is July? That would be July of 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 65 if it was a 12-cent comic. Okay, this one's kind of beat up, so this is not one I bought when it was new. This is October 81. This is well after the movie had come out. Movie didn't do well in theaters, but I saw it several times in theaters. I really enjoyed it. I mean, did it have flaws? Yes, but it was sure a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I don't know if it was Dino De Laurentiis' wife or somebody saw Sam Jones on the Dating Game and pointed him out, and it's like, oh, he's going to be our Flash Gordon. It's like, problem is the guy's voice was terrible, so they dubbed him throughout the entire movie. And then like he was wearing a wife beater shirt, but you know, you can pick it apart. You know, a movie that no one remembers is Buckaroo Banzai. That came out in the summer of '84. It's been forgotten about. It had a flaw or two where there was like an alien named Big Booty or something. It was stupid. That was stupid. But basically what it was an updated for the 1980s Doc Savage, and it just threw you into this. This guy was a nuclear physicist and doctor and rock and roll star, and he was did everything, and had a whole network of his assistants, just like Doc Savage. And I remember the paperback that came out, it's here somewhere, I'll find it. It would make references to previous stories, you know, just like, you know, you're coming into Doc Savage several years into the run of the pulp magazines. So I really enjoyed that movie. And summer of '84, that was something else. That was I was working in a movie theater that summer, but that was all the big movies were playing at the theater I was working at. And that summer was the summer of Ghostbusters, Star Trek III, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I don't remember. Purple Rain played, Bachelor Party, but that movie played at the other theater across town at the Six Flags Mall. But I was working at the Lowe's in Arlington, Texas, and I took this girl to see it, and she loved it. That also worked at the theater, and she was the one that just would come by and write on my. I had this schedule when all the movies would break. That means when they would. It didn't have it had the time the movie started and the time that the closing credits start. So you would be, if you were the ones that have to clean up the theater, you'd know exactly when. Okay, this is when at 4:06 is when 4:06 p.m. Star Trek 3 will break, and that means the closing credits start running, and that's when everyone starts coming out of the theater, and then you go in, you wait, and then you have to clean up all the stuff they've left on the floor. And of course there were all these cowboy types that would chew tobacco and spit it into their cup, and then you'd have a cup full with tobacco spit. That was always delightful. But it wasn't the great summer. We remember it, yeah, Ghostbusters, everything, but the great summer was 2 years before. That was when Raiders of the Lost Ark came out. That was when Star Trek II came out. '84, you thought, oh, this is going to be great. Sequels to Raiders of the Lost Ark and Star Trek II, which was great. But Star Trek III wasn't as good as Star Trek II. And Temple of Doom was not as good as Raiders. And it just kind of let you down. But it was not like we were let down today by our society being taken over by communists. That's what they do to break down society, is they make everything ugly. They destroy culture. And the companies that are doing that the worst, you know that there's communist infiltration with them. And you think, well, he sounds crazy, like one of those people in the 50s that think there are communists. They're. It's like I remember how cool look. Not that I was always a big fan of their food, but McDonald's, right? It was kind of a cool looking restaurant with the golden arches and all the. Then at some point it started. The new McDonald's started to look like prison buildings, like prison blocks. And back in Texas, there was a McDonald's, there was a KFC, there was and on the other corner there was a Jack in the Box, and the other corner was a Walmart, right in this intersection. And the Walmart looked like a prison with all these cameras on top. There must have been 40 cameras looking out of the parking lot. And then the Jack in the Box went from being cool looking to just looking very industrial. And it's like, that's the first thing to do is ruin the architecture and make it look all drab. And then they've ruined the comic books, they've ruined the movies, Disney's been ruined. I mean, I can't think of anything that's good anymore. Music, you gotta. In the 70s, we thought it was bad, but it was great. You turn on the radio, there's a new song by the Carpenters, and everything was still great in the 70s. There was a lot of bad television, but yeah, just like everything's been ruined. So I have to live in the past. I have to live in this delusion that it's still 1966 or it's still 1973 by surrounding myself with stuff from back then, because I can't take today. So I live in a town where there's really no stores, nothing to do. There's a movie theater. I don't really go there because it plays modern Hollywood stuff. I wish they'd play old John Wayne movies. I think people would go, but I'm sure the people running the theater do not think that would work. But instead they're playing Wish, some Disney movie that's probably just horrifically bad. I can't imagine that it would magically be good. So where are my creepy magazines? Where are my creepy magazines? The world may never know. And my All-Star Comics with the first appearance of Power Girl. That has disappeared. That torments me every day of my life. There's just only a few people came into my house in Arlington, Texas, which is where I first noticed that book not being there. And they would not be. None of those people would have taken that book. No, it has to have been misplaced somewhere. I've been through all these comics. It's just not anywhere. Ugh, dang it! Oh shoot! All right. There's an art to decorating your stupid comic book room, man. What else do I need to do? I probably need to move some of these model kits into the closet like this. Can't have everything out on display. Oh boy. Where will I put this? Oh, here's a Gotham City sticker that I need to put on one of my boxes. This is where you need to call Gotham City and say, hey, I want to put some money down on Gratu's hold pile. Help out your old Uncle Gratu. I don't know what I want to do here, man. What? I have 2 copies of this? What? Because I see over there's an Elvira car. And then there's this Elvira. It must be 2 different releases of the same thing. I don't know, man. Oh, what's on this CD? Don't know. Oof. Oh, more books need to go downstairs. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of comic boxes again, and all piled up. See, Meyer Greenblatt's sending me some messages. I gotta look at what they are here in a minute. He was showing me a whole new wonderful world on YouTube about these live streamers that basically stream their lives on YouTube last night, and and then I was telling him about this YouTube person named Pinup Palmer, who just put her holiday special up on YouTube, and she's this glamorous cross between Elvira and Jessica Rabbit. That's pretty funny and has a lot of charisma and personality, and she has monsters as her guest or co-host. She's now apparently on the Svengoolie show on Saturday nights as like a sidekick. So you may have seen her there. Pinup Palmer. Should subscribe to that. After you call up Gotham City Comics and put some money down, man. Okay, no, I won't mention that again. I've got a cough that will never go away. You need to take pity on me. And let's see. What else do we have here? Nothing, I tell you. Taking these books downstairs. I really probably can't get much work done while I'm holding a camera. I'm starting to realize I probably should do a whole lot of work and then start another episode and then show, look at what I've done. Look how much better it looks. Oh, look at the cat snuggling up, man. That is so wonderful.
Certainly wasn't perfect. So they're saying Trump supporters are going to cut the power off with cyber attacks.
Okay, so I cleaned up some catalogs. I wanted to. I've got all this stuff here. I got to move it. Because I want to actually get inside of it and use it as a radio. And I put all this stuff down. So where can I put this stuff? What is that? Oh, it's a record. What record is this? Oh, man. I hate to put stuff back on the pinball machine after I clean the pinball machine off, but see, I'm doing that again because it's a flat surface. This is a car I've had since I was a little kid when we lived in Germany, and I didn't, know what it was. It's based on a British TV show. If you are in England, you probably know all about this. It's called Noddy's Car, and YouTube, I think, has some episodes of Noddy's Car. I knew it was called Noddy's Car as a kid because on the bottom, it's one of these corgi toys, and it says, I don't think you can see it. It says Noddy's Car, whatever. So I gotta dust it off. So I guess they're little elves, and they have like a porcupine friend or something. But it's one of my childhood toys. Let's put it down over here. Yeah, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna build this house better. We're going to make America great again by building back better, and we're going to make the Hotel Orloff great again. Here's my father's canteen from Vietnam, probably. There's a Bible. I must have 500 of this stupid. Well, it's kind of a cool toy. It's, I guess it's from a Happy Meal, and it's probably from a Disney movie like Mulan. But it's just like, of all the, it's just such an evil looking. Your kid opens a Happy Meal and gets this toy, and it's like, what's that? I don't know. If your kid is a sissy, if your kid is cool, they probably think that's pretty cool. So I don't know. I wound up with a bunch of them. Here's a Batman Pez dispenser. Bunch of ADT stickers, which I don't really need because there's no crime in this town, knock on wood. It's one of my balancing ticks. I forget what restaurant that was a premium from. My goodness gracious. This was my wife's ID when she was on a haunted ship. Like they had like a haunted house on a, like I don't know, like what is it called, like Queen Mary or something? I don't know, but she was like one of the ghouls or something. I need to get that to her. That's her stuff. Winds up in my hoard of stuff. That doesn't go over too well. But the move from the old country to here was a trifle traumatic, as you can imagine. And This is one of the claws that broke off of the creature from the Black Lagoon. And what do we have over here? Is this mine? Why, it's my report card from 10th grade. Let's see. In art, I got all A's. I won't show you my math score. Okay, so what we got here, it looks like some kind of country cabinet, but underneath here is a mid-century stereo. So, my question is, there's a bunch of records in here that were in here during the move, and I don't know what records are in here. Probably records that I think are missing. What's down here? Cartridge. Okay. And a pig. Man, I remember this pig toy from when I was a kid. Somehow it wound up in the stereo. I'll put the pig up here. So now Vampirella has a pet pig. That actually improves that statue. Okay. So let's plug this in and see if the radio still works after that horrific move. Okay. So what do you guys do on New Year's Eve, man? One year I live streamed on New Year's Eve, and I remember Eric Breen and Maranya Valkonen and who else appeared on New Year's Eve. But, you know, convincing the wife that that's the best way to spend New Year's Eve on YouTube is probably not going to work. There's a local restaurant. It's not normally open on Sunday night, but they're open on New Year's Eve, and we're going to go hang out there. I don't know if we're going to be there when the new year comes in, but that might be fun. Maybe we'll meet some people. Meyer Greenblatt's in the process of fixing his car because, like me, he doesn't really have to drive much because everything's real close to him. So his car, he has this luxurious car that sat unused for like a year, and now he's got it in the shop, and they're having to fix all the problems that happen when you don't drive your car for a year. And then he's planning to travel across the country and maybe visit here and maybe hit Gotham City Comics so we could actually, see what the mysterious Kevin Johnson really looks like. He's a very mysterious guy. Oh, okay, where's the cord for this? All right. What do we got here? Oh, man. This was a blast from the past. Remember Risk? That's one of the great games. I have great memories of playing that with my brother. May he rest in peace. Okay, there's the cord. There's a local AM station that's fantastic. It's actually not local, it's a distance away, but it plays great country music from the 50s and 60s. And I'm hoping this console will pick up that station. I remember my friend Gerald was working on this unit, and then we moved, so we weren't able to finish working on it, but it was having some trouble with the FM, as I recall. Seems like it played records okay. I'm having trouble getting this into the thing, man.